Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? It's me, Jeremy Alexander Newsome with, of course, Real Life Trading, and it is indeed most certainly Monday, the 19th of September. Amazing that September is already halfway gone. It's pretty phenomenal. Is it halfway gone or has started 50% already? So like kind of like half full, half empty glass. An engineer would say the glass is built as adequately as it needs to be in order to contain water. Anyway, random. All right, so here's the SPY today. Actually did get a little bit of a bullish gap. Very interesting candle. And as you guys know, we are still in this pennant. 100% certain there's this pennant. I know you guys are getting tired at this point seeing this drawing, but hey, it helps, right? Having an idea and creating a plan of what the market could do, so you at least have an expectation. So when it does it, you know that you planned it and you can be patient. So 6 days ago, posted that this would likely happen on the SPY. So my guess, for the next 1 to 2 weeks. And if I press the play button, you'll see that's exactly what's happening. So we did get gap a little bit this morning. On the hourly chart, a decent little bullish gap actually. If I hop over here to the hourly time frame, let me open this up, turn extended hours off. So you got a nice little, nice little hammer on this hourly chart right about here. And again, you still have a little bit of a support. You do have some lower highs on SPY like that, and you got a little bit of a support like that. So again, we'll see if we're going to continue higher. On the daily chart, it was a black candle gapping up. So again, that still is a pretty decently strong gap. Exponential moving averages, we almost trade into the 10. That's kind of what's causing this to trade down a little bit more. So we'll see if this does break bullish or bearish. I can say that the FOMC meeting is this Wednesday. They probably will determine not to raise rates in September and will likely postpone it to December. I'm not entirely sure though, of course. Any news can be reacted anyway right now with the FOMC and with the Fed. We could get down hard, or we could go up hard. I just really don't know. Your IWM, nice little upper shadow today. So did get into some calls late on Friday, added a little bit to them today. Huge upper shadow though. It is a retest gap, white candle gapping up, and we are retesting today. So again, here's your hourly chart for that retest. So we're definitely coming back. And if we break these lows, then I really do think we actually come back all the way down to about 120 on the IWM. Very strong shooting star upper shadow today. It is a retest gap. Expecting maybe a gap down tomorrow and then trade higher. I guess we'll just kind of have to see, wait and find out what happens. Apple, gotta give a shout out to my buddy Sean Bennett. So Sean Bennett bought some puts, 114 puts Friday on Apple, and up on those decently nice as of right now. So this is a really healthy bullish retest gap on the daily chart. Here's another bullish retest gap on the daily chart. So expecting some kind of pennant to form on Apple. It looks like it's kind of breaking down right now, actually, this being an evening star reversal, in case you were wondering on Apple. Now, I'm not saying that Apple's going to go zero, of course, but I do think it could pull back a little bit farther, maybe into the 112, 110-ish region. And keyword, if we're going to bounce, that is where it likely would happen. So again, don't know if it will, but if it does, in that general area is where I'll be looking to play that bounce on Apple. So overall, a decently nice and semi-understandable pullback that we're getting right now on Apple. Here's GoPro, ticker symbol GPRO. So a lot of traders taking this one bullish off of a close and a bounce off the 200 simple moving average. So let me pull up the 200 simple. So here's your little resistance line right there. We broke through the resistance. We traded all the way back down to the 200, had a gorgeous little pennant pattern, and you had a nice gap on the 15th of September. So when that occurred, it closed above our bullish trigger. Brian, a few other traders made some good coin on GoPro, so great job, Brian. At this point, we are just back up to a common resistance. So here's the resistance that we paused at last time. So now my thought is on GoPro, this little blue mark means we're probably going to trade sideways in here a bit. And if we trade sideways and then break out, honestly, GoPro a little bit more bullish than bearish. Solar City, ticker symbol SCTY, at a really good support level. You got a nice hammer candle yesterday. This is an area where you've bounced before. Doesn't mean that we're going to bounce here, but again, a nice little pennant pattern on Solar City. And of course, if it closes above 1830, I would be more bullish than bearish at that particular time. Wells Fargo, getting beat up with a lot of negative news stories out there, and rightfully so. Wells Fargo does have a little bit of a support at approximately $44, and we've seen the support in the last few weeks and months hold up pretty well. Boom. And now you're still inside from Thursday's candle. Still got an inside move, but today is a little bit of a new white soldier. So these three candles forming a morning star reversal type of pattern. Other than that, though, that's the only real support on Wells Fargo is that 44 price just kind of drawn in. There's no moving average or anything supporting it there. There's no trend line necessarily holding it up. It kind of looks like a head and shoulders. So there's a little bit of bearishness out there on Wells Fargo. But overall, it does appear that it could be just trading in this little channel. So I'm not going to personally trade Wells Fargo, but I know a few traders who do and like to trade it. So just kind of keep an eye out for a little bit of a bounce in here. I'd play that speculatively, shorter term, meaning I wouldn't get into it longer term at least yet. But that's just my opinion. Looks a little bit weak. There's a little bit of news stories that are coming out that are kind of bearish. I know from traders who have some shares. But bottom line is it is a little bit of a channel, a little bit of a buy low, sell high. Smith & Wesson Holding Company, SW8C. This was a really nice bounce off of the 100 simple moving average right here. And this was a really nice Morningstar reversal pattern. This was Thursday, so talked about this one, I believe on Wednesday, forming that Morningstar. Talked about a limit buy at 27.10 as it pulled back, stop below the 100. So if you are in this trade, if you want to move up your stop, really just right below the low of those candles, just to mitigate risk a little bit, you definitely can do so. Lulu, probably going to be exiting that relatively soon, unless Lulu can bounce tomorrow or the next day. It's not really giving me a lot of bullishness down here. Still kind of forming a pennant pattern. But yeah, it's doing okay. It's not really doing much. So if it doesn't pop in the next few days, be exiting Lulu for the bullish swing trade. Same thing with SGY. If it doesn't stop me out by Wednesday or start popping by Wednesday, I'll be exiting that one. Cracker Barrel, we're in bearish. CBRL got triggered in on Friday at 141.75. Kroger, we're in bearish as well on ticker symbol KR. So we got two bearish trades, two bullish swing trades. Again, very neutral, I feel like, and just kind of wait to see what happens. Fitbit, ticker symbol FIT, trade right up to the 200 simple moving average. I told my good buddy Vinny Patel that was going to be a rock solid support, or I'm sorry, resistance / target, and it is. So on Fitbit, really nice little congestion phase right here. There are some traders thinking that this could be an inverted head and shoulders pattern of sorts, and I don't really disagree, honestly. There's even a smaller one right here. And there's a beautiful, beautiful gap on earnings on Fitbit back on the 3rd of August. So I can see some bullishness starting to kind of come in on FIT. What I'm really waiting for is some more resistance from this 200 to come down, a little bit lower, and then some kind of pop on Fitbit. But I am keeping my eyes on this one bullish, just not on AIM trades as of right now. Gotta give a shout out to my good friend and one of my coaching students, Matt. Matt took a trade on SRPT. And if you get a chance, you're welcome to hop over to the Real Life Trading Facebook page, and you'll actually see his trade setup on SRPT. This was a good warning signal right here. Very, very strong bullish gap and go with volume. It was a perfect bullish gap and go in every sense of the term. So it definitely by no means was bearish, at least in my opinion. Strong bullish gap and go. Exponential moving average is bullish. Everything looked good on that one. Anyway, so he bought in here with the stop at like right there. So I emailed him earlier this afternoon. I'm like, hey man, you might want to check out your SRPT trade. Good job, by the way, following your trading plan. And he made 14.5 R's on that trade. So Matt, very well done, buddy. He just started real life trading a few months ago and is already profitable for the year. Awesome job, sir. Very proud of you. And what was most important on this one is that you did, in fact, follow your trading plan perfectly. And that's what you need to do. Keep your chin up about. I mean, you did exactly what you needed to do. Played it well. Fantastic job. Here's Lockheed Martin. Nice little bullish gap and go on Lockheed Martin out of support. We were looking at this one the other day because this blue line around 235 is a pretty good support level. Here's your weekly chart. And on the weekly chart, trying to form a little bit of a Morningstar reversal. I think realistically, Lockheed Martin needs to trade sideways for much, much longer. I mean, it was absolutely on a tear. If we just zoom out here a little bit and check this out. Since 2013, I mean, it's more than doubled. Tripled, in fact. That's a pretty big deal, you know, on Lockheed Martin. We're not talking like a random penny stock. We're talking about Lockheed. So yeah, it has really just been gangbusters. And at this point, definitely was not buying up here. So this pullback, I think bullish is a shorter term looking move. When I say shorter term, I just mean I think it's going to pop maybe into the 100 at most, and then kind of distribute around this general area for the next few months. It's just my guess on Lockheed Martin. And there is a new stock on the streets, is it EVBF? EVBR? Maybe I typed it in wrong. I thought it was EVBF. I can find it. Give me one quick second. Percent gainers. Where was EVBF today? Sorry about that. It's like a brand new IPO. I think I typed it in wrong on my worksheet. I don't know if I'll be able to find it now. Nope. I typed it in somewhere else, though. Give me a second. EVBG. Ah, there's a G in there. Okay. So EVBG, Everbridge, brand new stock, brand new IPO is out there. One to keep our eyes on, so because it is good volume. Obviously, we only have 2 candles on the chart. There's not much we can do, but I do like the volume that's coming on this thing. It looks like some people are really talking about it. So a good tech stock with good volume, it looks like it has some volatility. Those are fun stocks to trade. So anyway, I'm just simply letting you guys know this is a new IPO, and I'll be keeping my eyes on it to trade. I have no trade on this one at all right now, but just watching to see what happens. So ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching this Monday Real Life Stock Review. Hopefully it's beneficial. If you have any questions or any stocks you want to look at, of course, you can email me anytime, jeremy@reallifetrading.com. I'm also on Twitter, @NewsomeNuggets. I'm on LinkedIn. We're on Facebook. We do the social media thing. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful Monday. I'll see you Wednesday. And until then, remember, love life, live life, and trade. See you.